so much. All right, little dog. It's time to drink your medicine. Gosh, will you look at that? This stuff works fast. Claudia? Who's that? Why, Dr. Gazal's a... Oh, wait. That Dr. Gazal. I don't know why he can't be bothered to learn people's names. Claudia is a wonderful assistant. And when she's not sure about something... Well, anyway, the dog is... If you happen to run into Claudia again... Sure. Oh, and here, I've got some leftover medicine. You can have it. Maybe it'll come in handy.
Hey, Light. What?
Come on, get well.
How does it look? Can you help the...
Well, the doctor says he's out of immediate danger.
Why, that is good news. I could give you lots normally.
So it's no use waiting for the next...
Actually, gazal greens ripen ever so fast. They spring out of the... Father went off to the woods to collect fertilizer.
But the woods aren't that far.
He does it all the time. He wanders off without a word. That's why I'm not so worried.
The least he could do is tell... It's not right. Forcing...
Oh, you could...
And you have no idea.
His name, if you happen to...
If I find a farmer called Cole...
Father headed towards Yag, where the hunting woods lie. When...
I've got some good news from Tilda. That...
He is?
The medicine you prescribed was exactly what he needed.
You know my name. Anyway, I appreciate the praise.
I wonder why he's still...
Oh, he said... But really... He's cared for a lot of people and animals. He must be so...
Yeah, it's hard to keep everyone...
That said, I'm still so
Now that...
Hey, 13!
See what...
Are you deaf? Come over here.
What?
Go on.
Come...
I am a humble.
The vegetables they grow make...
Are you the Cole?
Who told you that name? Where'd you hear it?
From Sarala at Canopus Farms. She told me that her father, Cole, left the village to collect fertilizer from the woods, but he didn't come back.
And so you thought I was his fertilizer seeker?
You still haven't answered my...
Sure enough. But why should I give you something?
You're not gonna answer?
Not until you do. The fact is, I am looking for fertilizer. Which doesn't make me that coal fella, Nah, it's simple enough work. Anyone can do it. I've marked the locations with a shovel.
I've done what you asked.
Of course. I'm a man of my word. You said you are looking for Sarah. Now listen carefully. The coal you seek, well, the fact is he's already dead.
He is?
Yep, that's right. I was the one who found him. He was attacked by monsters. I ran to help, but by the time I reached him, it was too late. I was standing here pondering how I was going to break the news to Sarala when you came along with your questions. I feared if I told you what happened, you run.
She has to be told sometime. Or will you...
Of course not. I know I can't put it off forever. She needs to be told the truth. Plain and simple.
For the best, huh? When you say it would be for the best.
What do you mean? Why? If you ask me, she'll do far better without her old man to burden her. Yep, she'll be able...
All right. Well...
You'd really do that?
Maybe a stranger is exactly who she needs to hear it from.
You might be right. That fertilizer you collected, it was Cole who found it, so...
You spoke to him?
Yep, just before he died in my arms. The last... You tell her that. In those...
It's a hard story to swallow. But at the very least, he really cares about Sarala and what happens to her. I'll go back to Canopa's farms and tell Sarala the news.
Easy, 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 calm.
It's a healthy-looking bird.
Why, thank you. You wouldn't believe that not so long ago, he was so injured he could...
Is that right?
Yes, he's completely better now, though. He can run like the wind.
Must be a powerful medicine.
Why are you so interested? Oh, I think I can help you. The herb is called Yule's flower. It's a very beautiful flower.
Yule's flower, huh?
Yes, if you find one, let your Chocobo graze on it. If you pick it yourself, it's not... Actually, speaking of that, if you do get the Angel of Valhalla to eat some Yule's flowers...
I could, but why?
Well, it's just that I want to check something. Well, if Chocobos can learn how to speak, and if the angel is smarter...
Do you really think they can talk?
No, I'm... Anyway, if you...
Hey, you.
She told me about an herb. Something...
Yules? Wait, she told you...
Good guess.
I knew it.
She does seem obsessed about talk...
Oh, yeah. It can cure Chocobo injuries faster than anything I know. Nadia's a bit kooky and that... Not that you have to... Even if she gets angry at...
Sarala.
Oh, hello! Is that fertilizer from the woods? Thanks. Does that mean you met Father?
I've got some bad news.
Oh, no! Please, not that.
He left a message. His last words before he died were, dig next to the flower.
The flower? A box?
My dearest daughter, if this letter has found its way into your hands, it breaks my heart. But you shall not be seeing me again. I pray that you'll forgive me, but I could not bring myself to say these words to you in person. Now, I want you to know this. The vegetables that we grow in that field are the finest in all of the wildlands. Everyone who tastes them agrees. Do you know why, my daughter? Because you are the one who tends them. It's all thanks to you. Once I am dead, the farm passes to you. It's yours to do as you please. I ask only one thing of you. You know the flower that I looked after? The one that never blooms? Please, promise me you'll look after it. Keep it safe. This is my last request to you. There will be no more after this. Farewell, my dearest daughter.
Oh, Dad!
Are you all right?
Yes. Thank you for everything, for telling me the truth. Father stayed here on the farm, not because he liked it, but because he didn't want to leave me alone. He always wanted to leave this place and go on a journey.
A journey?
Yes, to find my mother. She disappeared a long time ago, but he believed she was alive, and he thought I held him back.
You shouldn't think like that.
But it's true. Look what he practically comes out and says he doesn't care what happens.
What flower?
Oh, who cares? He was obsessed with it, you know? Even though it never bloomed once. What?
It is. It really is. I found it. Unbelievable. Who are you?
Why, who cares who I am? Behold, the Sarala rosa, genus Munchus, the flower of legend, said to bloom once every 500 years.
What? Sarala?
Yes, yes. Sarala rosa Munchus. In the ancient tongue, it means for the love of my daughter. The legend says that any place that it blooms will be blessed with great fortune and prosperity forever. I must leave you now, and write my paper before my rivals beat me to it. Cornelia is my name, and plant biology is my game.
Sarala. He must have named you after the flower.
Yes.
So this is it. A Yule. They tell me this will make you strong. Here, eat it. Well, looks like it works. Nadia's the one who told me about the flower, and she's anxious to see you.
It's all over for me.
Nadia, are you all right? What happened?
Que? Is that all you can say? Oh, darn. I guess it didn't work.
You were just pretending to be sick? Why would you do that?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing story, but we're friends now, aren't we? I used to live in Yusnan, but I had a big falling out with my family. Back in the city, I was treated like... But that's not real living. I wanted to fend for myself, survive by...
But you didn't realize just how...
I lasted 3 whole days before I collapsed in the woods. And that's when this little guy came along, Justin. He must have been injured too, because he was holding a Yule's flower. I thought to myself, I'm going to die. But then, something even more... The Chocobo spoke to me, as clear as I'm talking to you now. Hang in there. At first, all I could do was stare. But then, his words began to sink in. Anyway, right after that, some villagers found me, and they... But I'm sure that I wouldn't have been alive when they found me if it...
You owe him your... So that's what your little play acting was about. You thought if you could convince the Chocobo that you were dying, he might start talking to you again, like he did the...
Yep. I was trying to recreate the scene just like it happened, with the Yule's flower in the beak, and to be honest, I could do with a Chocobo giving me encouragement again. Like, I thought if I could hear the Chocobo talk... I know it's stupid. Chocobos can't... Oh, I guess it was just...
It's all right. You'll find what you're looking for.
What?
Don't turn around. You're searching for meaning to your life. And in fact, maybe you already have. Sometimes you lose your way.
Yes, you're right.
I knew you were something special, but...
Yes, what do you want?
I heard the choke. You're going to find it. I know you will.
Young man, I'm a girl.
You are? Sorry, I didn't realize.
Good grief, everyone's the same. No one ever looks at me. It's like when I helped Nadia. The first time, I mean. She saw the Chocobo, but she didn't see me on its back.
Aha. So that's what happened. It was you who spoke to her.
She's read way too many fairy tale books. But I guess it was kind of good at it, so you can't tell Nadia the truth.
Okay, agreed. What you did was good, pretending to be a Chocobo and saying those things to her. She needed wise words. Sometimes the going gets so steep you fall, but the...
Huh? I didn't say anything like that. What does it even mean? I just told her it's all right, or something like that.
Wait, really?
No, weird. Maybe you both imagined it. Or maybe... Remember, it's our secret. Don't tell...
sound pretty... Sorry about that. I've been laid low with this cough. Though, to be fair, I don't treat humans. I only make medicine for You're the... That's right. Oh, did you need something? If you want some medicine, you'll have to bring me the ingredients first. That's medicine for chocobos, although I know a few recipes. So the chocobos have their own apothecary. That's because without them, we could never... So then, supplements... What I need. Have you been to see... I'm fine. Now, where were we? To make it, I'll need chocoborals and slug sweets. Bring... Welcome. Tell me, how is the Angel of Valhalla? Well, he hasn't gotten any worse. That's good to hear. Now, it looks like you collected all... Here you go, one batch of Chocobo. This is some of the best Chocobo I've... That cough. You can't keep going on like that. It's no use. Sorry. They say, well, of course, no one grows older and no one dies of old age, but disease and accidents can still take us. I'd been hoping that I'd at least make it to the end of the world, but at least I was able to make medicine for the Angel of Valhalla. Not to mention, thanks to the ingredients you found, it was the best chocobo that I'd ever made. And now, I just have one last task? Oh, I'm rambling again. It's just a personal... By the way, you haven't seen any red crim mushrooms around, have you? If you're ever in need of more medicine, just come see me.
Hey, Light.
Huh. What is it? You're getting better. Good. I'm happy to hear it.
I'm glad you could help the Chocobo. Well done, Light. So, what do you say? Why don't you saddle up and head for Rocky Crag?
Right. I need to know more about what's behind the story of the Great Chaos. And that means checking out that temple.
In the foothills near the temple is an isolated settlement called Polta. It's inhabited by disciples of the goddess Etro.
A whole village of heretics who've turned their backs on the order.
Heretics they may be, but they aren't fanatics. They fled from persecution in the city. They only want to be left alone.
Then, I don't think they'll appreciate us.
Well, you won't know until you go. Polta lies at the edge of...